Box day, baby.
Whoa!
Hey guys, Call the Otaku here, and today's unboxing is one that I've been looking forward to for a little while now. This was something that went on pre-order a while ago, and I unfortunately missed the pre-order, but they went back up on sale. They sold out really fast, but they recently went back up on sale. I got one, and then it sold out just about as quickly as it sold out last time. So I'm very happy to have one of these. As you can see, it's going to go great with the rest of my collection, especially when it comes to Leatherface. When it comes to Leatherface, I'm very light on merchandise for some reason. What you see here is literally all that I've got. Even the chainsaw that I got back there is just a standard, like, Spirit Halloween chainsaw. It's not even a branded chainsaw. Unlike this one, which is the Trick or Treat Studios 1974 Pollen Chainsaw Replica. And for those of you who aren't movie buffs like myself, yes, Leatherface's chainsaw has a brand. So let's go ahead and chop this son of a bitch open. Let's see what we got here. Now, this is my first time buying from the actual Trick or Treat Studio website. This is my first time purchasing something from their official site. I don't know if this is going to be on store shelves. I honestly don't know. This is a brand new item, technically, because it came out like this year. So, I don't know if it's going to be on store shelves. It might, I don't know. If you're willing to take the gamble and go to your local Spirit Halloween this season, then find out for yourselves. For me, I'm going to take the surefire fucking purchase. Okay. Oi! Now this is a fairly big box and I have a fairly small camera, so I don't know how this is going to look on there, but packaging is very snug. Knocked over the Blu-ray, but I don't know if you can see that. That is very snug. That is very form-fitting to the chainsaw's box, which is going to make getting this bastard out of there a little bit difficult. Try not to hit the camera when I flip this over. There we go. Slides right out of there. Okay. There we are. And here she is. The 1974 Pollen Chainsaw. I can already see inside the box, and I can already see my greatest enemy is present with this purchase, and that being zip ties. I bloody hate zip ties. Hate them so much, because it involves me wielding a knife next to my very expensive item, you know? It's not a fun time. Now this sumbitch is way too big for the analysis table, so we're gonna have to make do with my fancy little bed shelf here that I use for my comics. So on the front, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, deluxe chainsaw prop with sound and motion. Now already just from looking inside, I don't have hands on yet, but it looks fantastic on the inside. Kinda wish for a little more detail paint on the chainsaw blade personally, but I can look past that because you can easily do some modifications to it yourself if you feel like doing so. On the top of the box we have the little tagline from the movie, "Who will survive and what will be left of them?" On the back we have a little demo shot of the chainsaw. As you can see, it requires 4 AA batteries. Here we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre on the side. We have the list of the features in very tiny text, which is very, very strange. And on the top we have a little quote from the movie. "The events of that day were to lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history." On both sides of the box here we have the VHS art, which I have right here, for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which was a pretty good touch. Even the font is the same as the VHS. Bottom of the box, not important, nothing really on there, so let's just dive right in and see if we can get this sucker out of there. Gotta be real careful about tape on cardboard, otherwise I'll just rip the detail right off the box. Alright, we're almost there, but now it's time to deal with my arch nemesis, zip ties. I hate having a knife this close to my fucking product, bro. I hate it. Ugh, God, this is thick. They used a really thick zip tie for this. No, fucking making me use scissors. There we go. These things suck ass. There's one more! Trick or Treat Studio. Love your packaging. Very secure, but also fuck you. Alright. Now we can get this out of here. Here we are. Get this over here for when I put the saw back in. And here we have it. Man, this feels like a very sturdy prop too. Like my other chainsaw feels very light and plasticky. This actually has a little more, feels like it has a little more heft and weight to it. There we go. Thing is very fucking secure. Very secure. Put that over there. So as you can see, battery's not included. Oh, you really gotta push them in there. Woo! That is a very snug fit. Very snug fit. There are many things you can say about this chainsaw. Defective is not one of them. Now the way this thing works, you have a little toggle switch right here. Right now it's in the off position, but when I flick it on, oh, that's cool. Yeah, here it is, the 1-to-1 replica of the chainsaw. It doesn't have the pollen sticker on the side of it, but you can easily get a sticker of the pollen logo on Etsy for about $5. So again, if you want that extra bit of detail, you can DIY it. It's just, you know, just a circular sticker that you just put right there. It's nothing. Right down to the plastic screws, to the fucking fan on the side. The body of the chainsaw is beautifully 1-to-1 with the film's chainsaw. But of course, if you're gonna have a chainsaw, that chainsaw better make some sound. And as we've already established when I showed y'all the toggle switch, this thing is pretty darn loud. Now the batteries in this thing are pretty old, so it's probably not gonna work that well, but let's see if I can get it. Now when it comes to sound, that is all you're going to get out of this. Now as I've already shown twice now, you flick the switch. You have an idle sound. But when you pull the trigger on the chainsaw, you get an active chainsaw sound. Frankly, I'm surprised it took us this long to do this. Don't get me wrong, I loved this chainsaw when I got it, but to have only one default sound to come out of the saw was a little bit meh. But now we have a chainsaw that not only has a very long as you please chainsaw revving sound, but also an idle chainsaw sound. And I think that right there is what sets this above the average Halloween chainsaw. So yeah, I'm absolutely in love with this thing. It's gonna go back up on the shelf of the dam to replace this thing. This thing I have another place to put this thing, but the Texas Chainsaw is gonna be going up next to the Leatherface mask on the shelf of the damned. Do you have one of these chainsaws? If you do, let me know in the comments below. I'm sure you have your own varying experiences with this thing. Me personally, this is the kind of Halloween chainsaw I've always kind of wanted. Like one that you can use as you want without any default sounds. All the sounds were recorded by a pollen chainsaw to put into the sound mechanism in this replica. And I think that's the greatest detail there is when it comes to this thing, aside from the toggle switch. The only thing that's kind of a bummer is that the ripcord isn't functional. It's built into the chainsaw, which I feel like is a missed opportunity. Like, how hard is it to just put like a little retractable cord in here that you know, we have like pull string toys, right? Like you can just take a mechanism out of that, Brum bum bum. But no, we don't have that. We don't have that luxury yet, unfortunately. But we're in the right direction. We're in the right direction to have a chainsaw replica that has a functional ripcord. It has functional sounds. All we need is the ripcord now. Anyway, I've been Kyle the Otaku. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. We already have another unboxing video planned. It's just a matter of the 2 items getting here. That's right, 2 items to unbox next time. Which, I don't know when that's going to be. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Anyway, see you guys next time. I'm going to go play with my chainsaw now.